Hello guys! Good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hey Adam G. And we're in the middle of the Miss Universe Philippines 2024 festivities right now. And as you can see, she really needs no introduction. You all know her. We've seen her. We've gotten to know her in 2021. And now she's back!
I am! Hello! So good to see you again, Sir Adam.
Please say hello to Miss Bacoor.
Hello.
Victoria Velasquez Vincent.
I'm so happy to be back. Especially kasi, di ba, nung 2021, super bitin yung mga in-person connections and like meetings and everything. So I'm really happy to see all of you and all of the familiar faces.
So is that the reason why you want to join again? Just so
For the full experience.
For the full, you want to have the full experience this time around VVV.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that when I decided to come back. But then when I came back here, kasi parang I was asking my manager a lot of questions and sabi niya, V, nawala yung COVID. Like everything's okay na, everything's back to normal. So I'm really excited to be able to connect with people on a deeper level in person, syempre, and meet the girls and be able to really get to know them before the pageant.
Wait, who's your manager now?
Si Swen.
Si Swen.
From Origin.
Iba Origin Management. They're all from Cebu. How did you get to know them?
So they are the team of Bea nung 2021.
Yes.
And I met them at Bea's send-off party. And Swen approached me and he asked me, you know, if you have plans to join again, we want to be your team. So syempre, if you can't beat them, join them, di ba?
So nung tinanong kanila, what was the answer that you gave them? Probably not yet, because my heart is still heartbroken. It's still broken.
In fairness, yeah.
Oo.
I have so much respect for yung mga girls na they compete 2 years in a row kasi it's really not easy to, compete and invest so much time and energy and money, syempre, and then not win. So yeah, at first parang I really had no plans to come back. Miss Universe Philippines 2021 was my first and my last, in my mind at that time. But ayun, sila Swen, Mommy Fern, they never gave up on trying to, nudge me in the direction of coming back. So, nandito na ako.
So, pero at that time, you were still part of the camp. So, since you're switching camps, everything's all right naman between you and your former
Yeah, definitely.
camp.
I've spoken to all of them personally, and they've shown their support as well. And to be honest, the best way that I can explain it is, even though I'm with Swen and therefore Aces now, Origin and Swen and therefore Aces now, the camp really helped me build a foundation in 2021, and for that I'm so grateful. And I know that if they didn't help me build that foundation, I wouldn't be who I am today as well. So, syempre, I'm really grateful.
Pero alam mo, ang galing yung magtago Ang galing yung magtago, promise. Ako
Diba?
wala ako ka-idea na, sinasabi mo nga kanina, nasa Australia ka ba or you were away for quite some time? You flew back incognito?
I did, yeah.
Like, how? Like, paano mo plinano mo ba? So, sabi mo nga kanina, hindi mo siya plinano at all. So, can you tell us the decision process that led you to be here right now?
Yeah, so I think I've mentioned to a few people now, I made the decision mga November, I think, was that when Miss Universe 2023 was? That was when I was, I felt driven and inclined to come back, and then I made the final decision with my family and sila Swen and Mommy Fern. And then, ayun, like, I lived the rest of my life in Australia. I completed my work and everything, and then I went to New Zealand for Christmas and New Year's and spent some time with my family. And then on January 7, I flew to Cebu. And I've been hiding there. And the way, kasi parang, I planned it talaga from when I was staying in Australia pa, na parang I would take a lot of selfies sa bahay ko or sa beach in Australia, pero I wouldn't post pa. So in January, I'm sure people would have seen, kahit nasa Cebu ako, I was posting like I was in Melbourne beaches or I went to Sydney. So parang ganun, I was like misleading people.
Alright. Pero alam mo, sa totoo lang eto, paano ko ba sasabihin to? Pero I thought you would never come back here. Kasi nga you went to Australia, and since we didn't know anything about you, anything happening between you and Origin Management, ako personally, I thought, since you were based in Australia, so the next logical step was probably for you to try out Miss Universe Australia or probably Miss Universe New Zealand. Kasi, there was a precedent. Remember, you disclosed before 3 years ago that they offered it to you on a silver platter that if you would be interested to represent the country in Miss Universe that time, but you turned them down. So sabi ko, probably nagbago na isip niya. So, lo and behold, a surprise. So, my question to you now is, what makes your heart keep burning for our sash, for the Philippine sash? Na talagang binalikan mo pa rin where you left off.
Yeah, I try to do everything in my life with the utmost intention. Like, I'm very intentional about everything that I do. And so when I dissect the whole pageant realm and why I'm here because I want to intentionally expose myself to a platform that will help me to help the Philippines. And the reason behind that is, I know how lucky I've been to have been born and raised in New Zealand, and of course every country has issues naman. Every country there's people suffering, but if you compare the two, the Philippines has a really high poverty rate. My mom grew up in extreme poverty, and parang as a kid, hindi ako exposed sa mga ganyan, like extreme poverty or those kinds of struggles. It wasn't until I was getting older na parang my mom would tell me more about her early life and how hard it was for her and her family. And that is really the driving force for me, because no one should have to struggle that much. So my mom's story, more than anything else, inspired me to come back. And then, syempre, when I'm studying architecture din, na parang I learned about how much architecture can actually help people. It's not just about designing a beautiful building. There's ways that architecture really has the power to solve or help to solve social issues. And so, yeah, I wanted to combine the two platforms, but if I was to wrap it up as to why gusto ko maging Miss Universe Philippines instead of Miss Universe New Zealand, is because my intention is not just to do a pageant. My intention is to use the pageant platform to make an impact on our country and hopefully improve the future for future Filipinos.
Nice. So, in those 2 years that you were away from the limelight, what were those significant changes about yourself, or what have you done to improve yourself for your comeback this time around?
There are a lot of elements, kahit two completely different worlds, yung construction industry that I'm working in, tapos yung pageantry world, there's still elements of it that you can pull from either and then learn for the other. So, yeah, I think through my professional career, even though I was so focused on that, I learned so much more about people, kasi syempre I'm working with architects, engineers, builders, clients. So I learned about how people work and that sort of thing. My communication skills then, parang super daldal ako na. So there's a lot of transferable skills naman, and I think my personality has really come out as well, kasi parang when I moved to Melbourne, I didn't know anyone there. And nobody knew me, so parang I could reinvent myself to be kahit sino. I was no longer defined by, my preconceived limitations or the way that I used to see myself, because I could be anyone talaga. So, ayun, I've grown a lot. Over the past few years, I've also internalized na parang why I didn't win. What were my downfalls? What did I need to improve on? What did I not spend enough time on? And that for me is like the parang trampoline siya. Being able to acknowledge that and be able to focus on those weaknesses this time around, I think is going to be a really powerful thing for me.
So what were those weaknesses that you were referring to?
Great question. There's a few things. So I think firstly, syempre pasarela. I need to put some more effort into that, and I have been for sure. So there's that, and then parang last time kasi, and I don't necessarily think this is insult or anything. But, people referred to me as being very alta. And to a point na baka hindi ako relatable ng 2021. And so this time, I really want to let down my walls. Kasi parang, I think I remember you saying nga na when I became friends with Kat Timaranan after the competition, parang my personality was coming out kasi super comfortable ako with Kat. And so, this time, I really want to showcase more of who I am and show people that, hindi ako alta-alta. Like, I'm just V,
Kung na-notice ko kanina sa press con, nagtatagalog ka na, you were trying to engage us na rin with those little Filipino words. So, kamusta? Kamusta yung seeing us again after your hiatus?
Sobrang saya ako, promise. Kasi honestly, in 2021, it was such a different experience. It was a beautiful experience, but you know how it was. It was different. Na parang everything was online. Even after the coronation, I think we had maybe 1 or 2 events, and that was it. And even then, my social distancing pa. So it's nice to be able to connect with people in person and see so many friendly faces who are, happy to see me back. I'm so grateful for that.
Are you ready for the Bardagulan ahead?
Ready na ready. I feel like nung 2021, syempre pageant newbie ako, di ba? I was medyo, hindi naman lost, but parang still wasn't 100% sure of what I was doing. Even though I had really great mentors, at the end of the day, you're the one that's stuck in the bubble, di ba? Kasi there was COVID. And so I felt like I overthought everything instead of just relaxing and letting the process just roll out naturally. And this time naman, I acknowledge yung mga criticisms. Because I'm the kind of person, like I said, I don't take anything personally. And so, because I'm so still fresh pa to the pageant world, syempre, may mga tao like yourself or, the other pageant experts, even the fans that have been watching Miss Universe for years, minsan I have to accept na parang other people know better than me. So, even if sometimes ang sakit sa puso mo, baka may truth then to what people are saying. And so, instead of taking that and being upset, I take that and I learn how I can improve and how I can apply that. So, ayun. I know what your comments are, everyone.
Paano nga yan? Since you'll be subjecting yourself to another round of scrutiny, handa ka na ba?
Yeah.
Kasi ngayon, dati pageant newbie ka, pageant newbie ka. Ngayon, veteran.
Parang in between.
In between. Ngayong in between ka na. So, how are you seeing yourself handling this? Mas toughen up ka pa ba? Mas nakaka-pressure ba given your stature? May comparison na yung mga tao sa'yo? What are your thoughts about this?
People are always gonna compare. Other people are gonna compare. Ako naman, I try not to compare myself to other people because at the end of the day, no one else is you. Like, you are your own power, di ba? And I'm really grateful, like I said, the camp helped me build a good foundation in 2021. Sila Origin and ACES, they're really helping me as well in terms of, my personality development, and the way I handle, tough situations or situations where people are unkind. So I think the most important thing for me is in the past, nung 2021, but also now, just having or being surrounded by really great people. I think that's one of my strengths, being surrounded by people who are here to support me, here to, help me get to where I want to go. I'm really grateful and I'm really excited.
No doubt. So, what made you decide to join? Experiencing what you are going through right now compared to 2021, would you have wanted to probably, on hindsight, would you have wanted to delay your pageant stint so that you could have probably fixed everything that people were throwing at you for this time around?
I think I'm ready pa naman, even though bardagulan talaga this year. I know that, diba?
How do you feel about it, no? Na parang you seem to be coming in a year where it's touted to be a bardagulan edition.
Yeah. You know what, though? I think I said kanina na parang every year, the standard or the bar for Miss Universe is constantly being raised. Like, dapat may improvement every year sa ibang girls. And my batch in 2021, grabe, it was also very competitive, huh? And then at the same time, we dealt with all the complications around COVID. So this year naman, syempre, bardagulan siya, ang daming veterans. But I think, even if I was to delay to next year, bardagulan talaga, di ba?
So wala ka rin talagang, hindi ka rin makakapili kasi whether you like it or not, marami talagang contenders.
At the end of the day, Philippines is a powerhouse. So every year, there's gonna be very, very strong girls.
In those 2 years that you were away from the limelight, what have you learned about yourself? Kasi let's face it, nung first try mo, syempre, parang baptism of fire, you were exposed to a lot of things. Bashing, sa social media, yung scrutiny, public scrutiny, yung attention. So when you went back to your hibernation, ano yung na-realize mo na parang, ay sana, I could have done this, I could have not done this, para pag bumalik ako, magiging formidable ako than ever.
Yeah. Honestly, I've done a lot of reflecting, and na-realize ako, I took far too many things personally in 2021, and like you said, I was exposed agad. You know, as grateful as I am, I'm so grateful, trust me. But I feel like, as soon as Miss Universe Philippines announced they're looking for candidates, my photo was everywhere agad. And hindi ako sanay sa mga, like social media bashing or anything like that. So I think I got lost in it too much, and I sort of, to the point where I was starting to believe that the things that people were saying about me. I gave in, I suppose, to the bashing, and I lowered my sense of self, which I'm not proud of. But over the past few years, I've learned to really not take anything personally. I've learned that in my professional work, in my personal life, and yeah, I think I'm coming back stronger this time, where I'm more laser focused on my goal and the journey towards that goal, as opposed to all of the background noise and everything like that. Because at the end of the day, everyone has their opinion naman, di ba? So,
alam mo, now that I'm seeing you right now and realizing what you're just saying, iba yung mindset mo eh. Kasi for a girl like you to come back again, normally they would call the shots. They would usually create their own team who would execute their vision like what the other girls did before you. Pero ikaw, you went to another camp. So that's like a 180 degree from one camp to another when you could have been calling your shots. Was it about this relationship with Origin and now Aces that makes it so special that your glow is extra special this year?
First of all, thank you so much. I of course I'm training a lot with Aces, but at the same time, yung team ko sa Cebu, they're really my own team as well. So parang I really have the best of both worlds, kasi they're still associated with Aces, so I'm part of Aces then. But as a creative team, I suppose, kasi I'm also a creative person, diba? We're all open to like collaborating and working on sharing our vision to essentially get to the same destination, diba?
Yes.
And so it's like it's really nice because they've been the team of like Sila Bea, Gazini, so they're like a well-oiled machine, promise. They work so well, and I feel like they've welcomed me with such warm hearts. And then of course with the Aces team as well. So yeah, I feel like I have the best of both worlds because Origin and Aces are partners.
And they're very known for training girls good for Miss Universe. And ang gusto ko rin talaga sa'yo is talaga you really know what you want.
Yeah.
Universe talaga. Talagang kung saan ka nadapa, doon ka rin bumabangon.
Yeah.
Miss Universe pa rin. I mean, what is about Miss Universe that a pageant like Miss Universe that girls like you are so attracted to join? Because let's face it, probably for sure may nakarinig ka na rin ng argument na, oh, you could have joined you could be good for another pageant because of your statuesqueness or your communication skills, pero you are so loyal to the brand of Miss Universe. Why is that? What is it about Miss Universe that girls like you are so wanting to be in this kind of massive platform?
Yeah, I have so much appreciation for all of the different pageant platforms and everything that they stand for. But for me, the Miss Universe brand, as well as the Miss Universe Philippines brand, they're so holistic in everything that they do. It's not just about beauty, it's really about having a purpose and standing for something and being your own individual. And then at the same time, showcasing your culture and your heritage. And so that's the most important thing for me. And then of course, I mean, I don't think I would consider, after 2021, I don't think I would consider any other pageant, because I've experienced how Miss Universe Philippines handled such a big pageant in the middle of COVID. It was so professional, it was so safe, everyone was so kind, and so I really can't imagine myself anywhere else. But outside of that, yeah, the fact that it's really holistic in their approach to making an impact on the universe.
Well said. So, my last few questions, as early as now, marami talagang nakatingin sa'yo. Actually, ngayon nga, hindi pa rin natitinag yung pangalan mo sa top 5. Nasa top 5 ka pa rin, even if a new girl keeps showing up every day leading up to the press presentation. So, ganun ka talaga katindi. Ganun ka talaga namin tinitingala. So, pag ganun tinitignan ka namin talaga, how are you feeling about it? Na parang, does that motivate you to really go the distance? Or how is the VVV like you strategizing her game plan for this year?
Yeah, honestly, I'm so grateful. I didn't expect talaga na people are going to be this happy to see me back. So many people have shown their support. Even people that might not have supported me in 2021, parang they're supporting me na. So yeah, I'm really grateful to be back. My team and I are strategizing everything that we do. So yeah, I'm really grateful. I'm really excited. This year is going to be... Honestly, I think this year is going to go down in history in terms of Philippine pageantry. But I'm excited, and I'm really looking forward to learning from everyone, learning from the creatives, learning from all the trainers here at ACES, even people like yourself, or even from the supporters and the fans, and even the bashers. Like, there's something to learn from everyone. No matter who you come across, you can learn something.
That is so true. Alam mo, tutuwa ako sa'yo. You're showing a different kind of empowerment.
Oh, thank you. That's
Through
really
your
the goal
stint,
for me. I didn't want to come back and be the same VVV that I was before. And yeah, just everyone wait lang. Just wait and see.
Ngayon nagtatagalog na siya. Kaya pasensya na guys kung medyo casual tong interview ko kasi I really want to bring out the relatable VVV in this interview.
Hindi
Kaya
puro English.
ayoko na. I mean, she can answer, no doubt she can answer all these questions. But, kasi we want to really know the VVV beyond her pageant persona.
Yeah.
And yun nga, lumabas nga yun nung VCAT moments nila after. So sana talaga, alam mo, mas makilala ka pa namin lalo. Hindi ko alam kung ano pa mga pasabog ang gagawin mo. Hindi ko alam kung Fern Amato girl pa rin siya sa finals. O anong klaseng, she does a lot. I check out your videos and you do your own edit din ng mga TikTok mo. So, ang dami mo mga pasabog. So, sana kilitiin mo pa kami. I think that will be the secret in growing your fan base here.
Let's just say, yung Scrabble video and yung Sashing video, that's not the end of the surprises. Promise.
Ang dami niyang ang dami niyang baon. Diba? So, thank you so much, VVV. Good luck on the press presentation. Mamimit mo na silang lahat. So, as a last question, can you give a message to all your fans and followers who have been so supportive of you, of your MUP journey ever since?
I feel like I'm gonna cry. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the warm welcome back to the pageantry world, and for those of you who never stopped contacting me, never stopped messaging me saying, V, sali ka ulit. It really means a lot na you never gave up on me, just like my team and my family never gave up on my dreams. Kasi parang, even though there's only one girl representing the Philippines on the Miss Universe stage, we sana we carried the whole nation behind us, and our people and their stories and their struggles and the way that they overcame them. So thank you so much. I hope I make you proud.
Grabe, na-excite na kami. We'll always keep an eye on you. Kahit na ilang pang mga Diyosa ang magsisulputan dyan in this pageant. So, thank you so much for granting this interview. I have no words. I can't wait to see what pasabogs you will be having for us. Maraming salamat, VVV, and take care.
Thank you din, Sir Adam. I'll see you around for sure.
Yeah. Mikas gulat.
Always.
Sa pasarela.
Promise.
Promise yan na. Talagang...
No take-backs na. There's no going back.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Ingat po kayo.